Hi everyone, welcome to your Pick a Card reading. This reading is all going to be about what your career is that you were destined to acquire within this lifetime. So this is going to be talking about maybe some of your personality traits and some of the things that you haven't quite unlocked in your soul yet that will lead you towards the career path that Spirit wants you on, plus the spirit that you incarnated and are destined for. So let's take a look at each one of the piles we have today. We have the Green Adventuring. We have the Carnelian Bottle. We have the Tiger's Eye. So take a moment and meditate on the cards and see which one is calling to you. I will post the timestamps in the description as well as in the comment section, and I look forward to seeing you in the reading. Hello, my pile number one. If you chose pile number one with the Green Adventuring little container, then this reading is for you, all about the career you were destined for. Right away, we have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Six of Wands, and we have the Page of Cups. So, diving into the reading right away, pile number one, looks to me like you are a person that I see you as a person that is naturally a very hard worker. Now, even if you're thinking to yourself that maybe you don't feel like people see you that way, I feel like this is a part of your spirit that is waiting to be unlocked, is waiting to be untapped, if it's not untapped already. And I see you as somebody that is willing to strive very hard to do whatever it takes to succeed. I see you as somebody that wants to unlock their inner potential, their true queendom or kingdom within them. What's coming to me is that you are a person with a ton of ideas. Spirit is saying that you are a bit of a dreamer. You have all of these ideas. You're very imaginative. You're very creative. You are abundant in ideas. And what I'm hearing is that you might have come from a background that you might have had a bit of a rougher childhood. You might have come from your early upbringing might have been a little bit difficult. You might have come from a background where you were always a little bit worried about money and always feeling like you didn't have enough, like resources were scarce. But in your heart and soul, you are meant to be someone with a lot of abundance, a lot of power, and you came into this world to be incredibly successful. Now, and Spirit really wants you to know that. I feel like you might doubt that in yourself, that maybe things you went through earlier in life cause you maybe to doubt, even if you don't verbalize it to other people. Maybe it causes you to doubt your capacity to achieve real wealth in this lifetime. Or it might cause you to, at times, feel like you might be destined to slip back into those bad situations that maybe you grew up in. But I feel like Spirit is calling you and that you were destined that you chose this before you came incarnated onto earth, that you were destined to create something that that would bring you a lot of abundance, a lot of success in this lifetime. And I feel like the culprit of that has to do with tapping into your imaginative side. I feel like you are someone who's naturally gifted with words. I feel like you are somebody who can conquer the odds, and I feel like you would be fantastic as a motivational speaker. I feel like you would be somebody who could really help people see that you, as an example, you are somebody that overcame the odds, and you are inspiring all of these other people to overcome the odds as well. I see that with all these cards, I really feel like you might be drawn towards work that involves helping to lift people out of troublesome situations. You are a very creative person, so I feel like there's a couple of things that are standing out to me with where Spirit wants you to go in this lifetime with your career. For one thing, I feel like you would be fantastic as a social worker of sorts, and it doesn't have to be a social worker, but somebody that is working with people who've been through hardships, whether it's hard economic troubles or whether it's people who are going through a hard time with their family or relationships. That I could see you as being a fantastic counselor, a psychologist. I feel like you have a natural sensitivity due to your life experience, and if you feel like you haven't gone through that much within this lifetime, it might also be coming through with prior lifetimes. These might be karmic things that have come through from previous life experiences. But what I'm seeing is that Spirit wants you to be that person that I'm hearing, like almost like an example for people to look up to and say, if this person can do it, then I can do it as well. That you're lifting other people up out of their difficulties. I feel like you would be fantastic as a motivational speaker. I'm feeling that you would be fantastic as a writer. I'm also feeling that a social worker or somebody that is working with people who has been through a lot of hardship. I'm seeing like organizations that work with charity or help people all around the world, maybe even in different countries, to help lift them. It's like what I'm hearing from Spirit is it's more than just lifting them. It's like you have this capacity through your inner strength that you were just born with. Whether you believe that or not within yourself, you were born with a certain inner strength, that a certain steadiness, a certain firmness of spirit that makes people feel stronger by just being in your presence. And I feel like Spirit not only gifted you with this example, with this strong archetype. It's like an archetype within your spirit that people can look up to within you. But I feel like more than that, they gifted you with words, with a capacity to be able to say just the right thing at the right time to help lift that person out of their problem, to help them figure out a creative solution to their problem, and more than that, to help them shift their beliefs, because it's really our belief systems that either keep us, well, they say, like, change your beliefs and you change your life. And that really is true, because it's our belief systems that tend to cause us the most problems in this world, because it dictates the actions that we choose to take in this life is our beliefs. And I feel like you have this capacity to be very, very pivotal within people's belief systems, whether you're working as a psychologist, whether you're working within like a charity organization, maybe even like a church of sorts, that you are working to help people who feel like they're down on their luck. And I feel like you have this capacity to help them to see things that they weren't capable of seeing in themselves. And it's like they almost see like a reflection of what they could be in their strength within you. And so they choose, or I mean, your strength helps to facilitate them choosing to shift their path, to shift their course, and to help them to find that creative solution to their problem. I feel like you might also be in a position to help people who might be struggling with addiction, because I feel like you have such a strong presence, such a strong healing presence that really makes people believe in themselves. And it's like you might be a Sagittarius or a Sagittarius rising. It's like, or possibly Pisces or Pisces rising, because it's like you have this capacity to believe in them so much that it causes a belief shift in their consciousness that changes their whole life. And I feel like that's part of what Spirit wants you to be striving for in a career. Let's get some more cards and some more information on this. All right, my pile number ones, we have the hummingbird dream, we have winter, and we have the birth of magic. Now, what I am seeing here coincides with what I was talking about before, but to go a little bit deeper, the hummingbird dreams, that this card talks about seeing the sweeter things in life. It talks about being very high vibrational. It talks about lifting the vibration, because hummingbirds actually they're a very high vibrational animal. That's why they're so fast, because higher vibrations are faster vibrations, and hummingbirds, they're one of the fastest little animals, with how fast their wings and how fast their heart beats. And I see that you are a very naturally high vibrational person, but you've lived through, if not in this lifetime, in prior lifetimes, you've lived through many winters in your life. And what does winter represent? It represents a time of scarcity, of harshness, of feeling maybe kind of somber or hopeless. And you have endured this and still had that same sweet hummingbird heart, that same sweet high vibrational spirit that was able to still find the sweetness in life, even in the dead of winter. And what I'm hearing is that with the birthing of magic, is that you are destined to help other people find this magic within themselves. That what you have done within your life is almost like alchemy. Yeah, what you've done within your career and within your life, it is like you've created a certain alchemy, that you have taken lead and turned it into gold, that you had lemons and you turned it into lemonade. You are the type of person that people look to as almost having some strange magic in their bones, because you have overcome and conquered so much. And even if you feel like you haven't yet in this lifetime achieved that victory, you will. You are destined to have the sweet things in life. And what I mean by sweet, it's like hummingbirds, they're always looking for nectar. They're always looking for sugar. And whether it's from the sweet flowers or from those little hummingbird, I forget what they're called, those little hummingbird feeder things that people put out for hummingbirds. I feel like it's very, like the hummingbird is a very good symbol, and sugar or sweetness or sweet flowers being a good representation of wealth, of financial security, of abundance. And it's like Spirit is saying that even though you have gone through you have gone through harder times and a cold winter within your life, that hasn't stopped you from finding the flowers buried underneath the snow. That hasn't stopped you, and it won't stop you from acquiring this abundance that you are meant to acquire within this lifetime, because it's just your nature. It's like Spirit is saying this sounds silly, but Spirit is saying you have the nose for it. It's like you can just smell an opportunity and you will go after it, and you will make it happen, and you'll make your dreams come true. And it's not just you who will be lifted up along the way. You'll be lifting up others, because out of the birth of your dreams is going to help other people's dreams to birth as well. And I see you as a great healer. Let's get some more cards to elaborate on this more. Alright, pile number 1, we have the water element, sensing, we have Libra, I balance, and we have the 10th house of the world. So what I'm seeing here is your psychic intuition, your spiritual capacity is greatly connected to your abundance in this lifetime, as well as the career you were destined for. I feel like you might also be drawn towards the metaphysical arts, such as maybe astrology, spirituality. These might be topics that that you would really excel in if you chose to go into them as a career. Because I feel like you, no matter what career you choose, even if you become a social worker or a psychiatrist or someone that is like working with like grassroots organizations to help people, and I see that you're somebody that will be relying upon your intuition, whether you're aware of it or not, because it's actually that spiritual nature of yours that Spirit is saying that you are destined to use to help the whole world, because that's what our career is really about. What we all choose to do in this world is what what we choose to do in this world is our career. And our career that we are destined for is the career path that is going to help the most people that we chose in a prior existence, that we came down here to, one, experience, and two, lift other people up. And I see you as a person that has deep sensitivities. You are most likely definitely an empath and somebody with a lot of, possibly a lot of water elements, maybe even a grand trine of water signs within your chart. And I see that you have this capacity to help people to see the beauty in life again. And with Libra, I feel like civility or dealing with like, I'm hearing like maybe even like civil courts and stuff, which I think is something that social workers do deal with, if I remember correctly, but I'm not sure. That you might even do something that involves the law or helping people in legal situations. But really, what's standing out to me the most is that you're going to be somebody that uses their deep psychic intuition to benefit people on a huge scale. I'm hearing on a global scale. So whatever career you choose, you're going to have a massive impact on society as a whole. And that's actually what Libra represents. Libra is more than just love relationships. Though if you were a social worker, Libra does work in that way too, thinking of it with relationships between lovers or family. But Libra, more so than that, represents society, represents our relationship to society. And I feel like you will have a profound impact on society as a whole in whatever career you choose. I see it as almost a career that will have a global reach. And I feel like how you reach those people globally is not so much your concern. I feel like if you tap into your naturally sensing side, into your water elements in your chart, even if you're not like a water sign, we all have a Neptune, we all have Pluto, we all have a moon sign, we all have water somewhere, or at least water planets in our chart. And I feel like those water planets are what's going to guide you to that destiny. And I feel like you are someone who really incarnated to help people with your empathic gifts. And I feel like once you start to just tap into that, whether it's through psychology, whether it's through social work, whether it's through the metaphysical arts, I feel like when you start to just tap into your natural empathic self and start to let that be your guide, you're going to, one, be incredibly prosperous, and two, impact people on a scale you just never even fathomed. Like, you won't even believe the amount of lives you'll wind up touching and helping in this lifetime. And it was all something that you chose in before you even incarnated, was to help all these souls. Now let's get one final card. Okay, let's get one final card for my pile number ones. And we have, this one wanted to come out. We have the Ace of Cups, which is absolutely perfect as your guiding career card, actually, because the Ace of Cups talks about being true to your emotional self, about venturing on a new path of emotional fulfillment. And it talks about being able to fill other people's emotional cups. And this is really who you are and who you were destined to be. You were destined to find a career path that helps people, not just on a mental level or a financial level, but it's like you are a healer. You are somebody that is healing people emotionally, and that emotional healing that you do on yourself and do for others is going to heal their physical and financial, or whatever it is you're trying to help them with. It's going to heal the other elements of their world, but it's like you're going to be healing hearts first. That's what I'm seeing, that this is your natural gift, and that's what Spirit wants you to know, that you were destined as a career path to take, is a natural healer of hearts. Well, if you enjoyed this reading, please let me know in the comments below, as I really love hearing from you guys, and I would love to hear your thoughts and what your astrological signs are in the comments below, because I love to hear that. If you felt like it connected with you, please give me a thumbs up, as that helps my channel to grow. And if you'd like to see more astrology videos and tarot card videos from me, as well as I post meditation videos as well. If you would like more content like that, please subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you in further readings. See you soon, guys. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this carnelian little bottle, then this is your reading, all about the career that you were destined for. So let's dive right on in. We have the Justice, we have 7 of Pentacles, we have the King of Wands, and the King of Cups. So right away, pile number 2, what I'm seeing is that you are destined to be in a career that involves the law. I see you as a person that is supposed to be in a position of authority, that you naturally will fit well in a career that you'll be standing up for others' rights, standing up for truth. I see you as a person that has an innate sense of justice and knows how to enforce justice in a way that is practical and civil. I see you as a person that might be drawn towards, what I'm getting is like becoming a lawyer, possibly becoming, maybe you've been drawn to like military. I'm seeing you as a person that maybe helps people in self-defense matters. I see, I'm getting a lot of different messages here, and keep in mind this is a general reading, so it won't be as specific as a one-to-one reading, but I'm seeing that you have the characteristics of somebody that is strong, that is forthright, that knows how to pursue what it is that they want with a steady eye. I feel like there's a lot of earth sign energy in this reading, that you might have a lot of Capricorn in your chart. Spirit is telling me that you are a natural born leader, and that you have this natural capacity to lead, and that leadership quality puts you in a position where people just naturally look up to you, and it puts you in a position also of naturally helping others. I feel like perhaps you've seen a lot of injustice in your life, and perhaps you have overcome a lot of obstacles in your lifetime. And I feel like injustice is something that if you have experienced, or maybe family members have experienced, that you have been a witness to these injustices, and you want to make things right. You're the type of person who naturally will get involved, will stand up for others, and I feel like that is kind of what Spirit wants you to realize within yourself. Whether you realize this or not, these qualities are within you, that you have the capacity to be like a firm, like I'm hearing like a steady foundational rock, like a rock for other people to hold on to look to feel like there's something steady to hold on to in a troubled situation. I feel like you might be, like I said, drawn to different things within the justice system, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be a lawyer or having something to do within the legal system. I feel like you would naturally be called to career paths where you feel like you are making a difference within like the civil order, that you feel like you are making an impact on the structures of society as a whole. I feel like you
naturally have the strength within you to stand up for the truth. And I feel like because of that, you might naturally be called to positions of authority, even when you feel like you're brand new to a subject. That people just look to you as a leader, and that they just kind of throw you into positions of guiding and leading others, whether you feel like you're qualified for it or not. It's like other people see this in you, whether you see it in yourself or not. Let's get some more information. Let's pull some more cards on pile number 2, and let's find out what it is they're destined to do here. What is the career path that they are destined for?
All right, pile number 2, we have the Jewel of the Sea, we have Pedestal, we have Trouble, we have Companions. So what I'm seeing is that you might be the type of person that really does well working in a group. Even though you have a very strong leadership ability, I feel like you definitely are comfortable with being a team player. That when you're in a group, they often put you in the position of a leadership role, but you're still the type of person that that you're not just going to be my way or the highway type of leader. You're the type of person that will be looking to everybody's viewpoint and trying to help organize things in a manner that makes the most sense and helps the most people and gets the most work done efficiently by having the right people working on the right projects. And you just have a knack for that. And you might have a lot of 11th house energy. You might have a lot of Aquarius energy. I'm also getting some Aries energy or first house energy as well from this reading. But what I see is that you're somebody that won't back away from a challenge. And with pedestal, I see that a lot of people put you on a pedestal and might look up to you in the sense of like they see you as somebody that can handle things that they might not be able to handle. And I feel like you are, like what Spirit is saying is not a coward. Like I just heard that in my head. You're somebody that won't back away from a problem. You won't back away from situations that are scary. Even if you feel like, no, I'm not that way, this is a part of your spirit that you have acquired from other lifetimes. And I feel like it will be unlocked within your soul as you get older, whether you realize it or not. You are naturally very, very brave. You're very strong. And I see you as somebody that that sees hidden potential in others that they might not see in themselves. And you also see value in things that other people might have overlooked. And it's this insight of yours that that makes you such a good leader, actually, because it's like you see value where other people just kind of had a blind spot, or might have just dismissed things or said, no, that was impossible. But you stood your ground. You were firm and said, no, the situation is going to turn this way, or that no, this right here is actually more valuable or more applicable than we realized. And you had the courage to stick to your gut instinct, to stick to what it is that you felt was right. And because of that, people naturally look to you as a leader. You're naturally just very, very brave, very, very strong, and somebody that you have a lot of like magnetic energy that a lot of people are very, very drawn to. A lot of people you might find a lot of people just gravitate towards you. And it's because I feel like in prior lifetimes you were maybe very famous or some sort of a general that led a lot of people. And because of that, in this lifetime, many people, like on a soul level, they might not consciously realize or remember who you were, but their souls do, and because of that, they're like, they're just naturally drawn to you to lead them. And I feel like you might work with troubled youth as well. You might work with teenagers or kids or people with that might be called like misfits in society. You might even be drawn towards helping people who have been in the system to come back to regular society and get their feet back on the ground, because you don't really judge people. You don't judge people or look down upon everyone. You see the jewel, you see the good inside everybody, inside every soul, and you see the value in everyone. And you help people to even to feel like they belong, even if they might be labeled as a misfit. And you help people to embrace their wild side, is what I'm getting. I'm also getting that you might be called towards becoming a tattoo artist. Might be something, or artist in general. That's just a bit of a side note, but Spirit wants you to know that you have a natural artistic side to you with drawing, with art, that you might not have explored. And it has to do with this capacity within you that you have kind of almost a rough around the edges side inside of you, and that you could create phenomenal art that shows your unique perspective, that is kind of edgy, that is kind of wild, that is kind of rebellious, and that kind of shows, that expresses within people's souls a part of them that they wish they could express more in day-to-day life. But that was just a side note. That might be something that you're called towards. But I feel like you would definitely work well with troubled youth, with people who are maybe cast out in society, that it's almost like you are the voice of the outcasts. That's what they're saying. Let's get some more cards and see what Spirit has to say. Okay, my pile number 2s, we have the 3rd house of messages. Funny enough, the 11th house fell right out, which was what we were just talking about, and Capricorn I feel like we might have discussed Capricorn earlier, but I'm not sure if I mentioned that. But that definitely fits with the energy of this reading. I feel like you if you don't know it, you naturally have a gift with words. That's something we have not discussed. You have a natural gift of the gab, is what I'm hearing. That you have a natural capacity to persuade people with your words. That's actually how you lead people, is through your words. And you are meant to maybe organize groups. You are meant to help people on a group level. And with Capricorns are natural leaders. I know they always present them as like the businessman or woman, and as kind of like they naturally have an authority about them. But what makes Capricorn so good as a leader is more than just their natural resilience. It is their capacity to use well, actually, I like the word utilize. And that's actually what I usually say as the key word for Capricorn. Each one of the zodiac signs has a keyword that connects with them. And they always say Capricorn's keyword is I use. But I really feel like Capricorn's true keyword is I utilize, because that's really what Capricorn does. They utilize their resources. They know how to utilize their resources in the physical world, within their skills and their talents, within other people, within other people's skills and talents. And that's exactly what we were talking about before, is that you have this capacity to see diamonds where other people might just see rust. Like, you have this capacity to see things that would that a lot of people might overlook, and it almost gives you like this genius quality about you, that it's like you know how to like see the opportunity. I'm hearing like you have the capacity to see the economic opportunity and then to grab a hold of it. And then you also know how to organize the people and the groups and the resources to actually facilitate like building an empire, to make a big difference with that. So it's like you have the capacity to not only utilize resources to their utmost capacity, but also to utilize people and people's talents to their utmost capacity to make a big difference in the world. And what I'm seeing here is that your voice is key to your helping people. What I'm seeing here is that your voice is key to helping people through your career. And you might be some sort of a group organizer. I'm seeing that you might even be called to like having a podcast, or maybe like a YouTube, or I feel like there might be some like new things coming about in the future that doesn't even exist yet, like new platforms, and like there isn't even a word for it yet, but like that you incarnated to be a part of this new and innovative, possibly technology that will be delivering truth and messages and guidance to people in kind of a new and revolutionary way, which doesn't exist yet, is what I'm hearing. But it will, and yeah, that's all I'm getting on that. So I really feel like your voice is the gift, is the thing that sets you apart as a leader, because you know how to not only lead people with your voice, but how to gain true, clear perspective on how to guide people by seeing things through other people's eyes, through different points of view. So let's get your final card, my pile number 2. what is pile number 2's final guiding card? Okay, pile number 2, we have the Page of Pentacles, which says reliability. And I see that, like I was talking about earlier, that Spirit wants you to really hone into the fact that you have such a rock solid personality about you, that you have something that is so solid and firm in your nature that people look to you as like an anchor, as their guidance through the storms of life. And the page is interesting that fell out because the third house, the pages always represent messages coming through. The page is a messenger, and the third house represents messages. So the Page of Pentacles talks about being a messenger, and messages pertaining actually to money. So you might actually be some sort of economic advisor as well. You might be called towards that. But what you're naturally gifted with is the gift of leadership, the gift of reliability, of being stable and firm and calm, even during turbulent times. And I see that your voice, and not only your voice, but your perspective on things is the true key to your abundance. And I feel like there's going to be a whole bunch of like new career opportunities opening up for you as what I'm hearing is with Pluto saying what I'm hearing is that the spirit guides are saying as Pluto enters Aquarius, which will be about 2023, 24, I think, that your mission, your true purpose, what you incarnated here on this earth to do is really going to start to kick into gear, and that your voice was meant to be heard during this time. And the Page of Pentacles is saying that I feel like you're going to be utilizing your voice to talk about what really matters, what's really valuable, and whether you are talking about money, or whether you're talking about, you could say, values in general or ethics, you are a person that is really capable of moving people with your voice, and that is what you are destined to do here in this world. You might even be a Mercury in the 10th house type of person. But anyway, I enjoyed reading for you today, pile number 2. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up as it helps my channel to grow. And please subscribe if you would like to see more tarot videos. I also do astrology videos. And I also post guided meditations as well. So if that's the kind of content you're interested in, then please consider subscribing to my channel, and please comment below, as I really love to hear your thoughts on the reading, and I love to hear how it connected, and I love to hear all about your personal astrology and your personal zodiac signs. So I hope you have a beautiful and amazing day, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye! Hello, pile number 3. If you chose this little tiger's eye bottle, then this is your reading all about your career that you were destined to have. So starting out right away, we have the Strength card, which is a major arcana, meaning it's a major theme. We have the Death card, which is also a major arcana. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Wands. So let's dive right on in with your career reading. So first off, pile number 3, what I'm getting is that Spirit wants you to know that you are incredibly transformative in people's lives. You are a very strong person. You are someone that is capable of, what I'm hearing is, taming the beast within other people. I see you as someone that is naturally very hardworking, that you might not even see the potential that you have within you. That the swan in this card is really standing out to me, and I see you as someone that it's like you have grace to weather the storms of life. And I see that you are a person with a lot of innovative ideas, and that this is perhaps untapped within you right now, but it's going to emerge within you. That you have a natural leadership ability within you. And more than that, it's like an entrepreneurial spirit. What's coming to me is that you might have incarnated to be an entrepreneur, to own your own business. As with the Queen of Wands, she is representative of the strong business person, of somebody who strikes out on their own and stands firm. That you have natural entrepreneurial skills within you. And with the Strength card, that is somebody who's a natural entrepreneur as well. This is somebody that likes to be their own boss, doesn't like to be told what to do, and likes to stand on their own too, and not have other people setting their schedule and setting their life for them. It's like you are destined to be in control of your own life on a grand scale, is what I'm hearing. Now with the Death card, I feel like you might go through a lot of career changes in this lifetime. You might change careers quite often. You might kind of jump from project to project and from passion to passion in this lifetime, and at times feel like you are not quite sure what it is that you are meant to do. But what Spirit is telling me is that you were blessed with the capacity to be good at a lot of different skills. That you have this capacity to dive into your work and almost like get into a flow state very, very easily. And what's interesting is that you are very talented at a lot of different things, that you are so changeable because you are so versatile. You are so capable of helping people and being good at so many different types of things. I feel like a big thing that Spirit wants to pull out is your capacity to hold strong when other people feel like they might crumble. That it's like you it's like you have this capacity to be a strength for others, and also to help tame the wild side within others at the same time. So different careers that are standing out to me that you might be, I feel like you might naturally, like I said, be a small business owner. I feel like you also have a natural aptitude for understanding ancient civilizations. I feel like you might be called towards anthropology. I feel like you might be somebody that likes to, or might be drawn towards topics such as like the rise and fall of ancient societies, and likes to explore the world and uncover old old architecture and old pottery and learn about the past. That I see that you are a person that within your spirit is always like looking backwards and forwards at the same time. That's the image that Spirit gave me, that it's like you are somebody that is drawn to looking at the past and uncovering mysteries of ancient societies. But then it's like you are trying to, it's like you're not just stuck in this mentality of just looking back. That once you look back, it's like you're searching for something to help transform the future. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here, is that you are a person of great depth, of great passion, and somebody that doesn't like to be controlled or pinned down in this lifetime. You have great strength within you, you have great courage within you, but you also have great mystery within you. And you're very drawn towards the mysteries in life. You might even be drawn towards like detective work, or anything that involves searching through the mysteries of life, whether that's the mysteries in history or the mysteries of, you know, things that can't be, like say within science. You might be drawn towards that with, because science is really all about figuring out what causes how things actually function. And so I feel like a big part of your soul is here to help uncover and figure out certain mysteries within life, and that you naturally are inclined towards digging through all the rubble of what other people say to get towards the root cause of what's really going on. So let's get some more cards to get more information on your career path. Pile number 3. It's pile number 3's career path that they are destined towards. Number 3's career path. Okay, pile number 3. We have When Fairies Go Bad. We have The Human Myth. We have Something Wild. What I'm getting here is that you probably are somebody that likes to read a lot, and that I feel like you are very interested in studying human nature. Kind of like pile number 1, you might be drawn to psychology, but I see it as something different for you. I feel like anthropology. I feel like you are drawn to like trying to figure out the human condition, is what I'm getting here. That it's almost like you might be very drawn towards philosophy. You might be somebody that might have been called a bookworm in the past, somebody that just, you might be online often, like researching a lot of topics. I feel like a big part of what your soul is here to figure out is to figure out what it is that makes people who they are. That you are very, very interested in figuring out societies of old and things that happened in history, things that happened in the past. You might be very drawn towards old things. You might have a lot of Taurus energy in your chart, and you might also be very drawn towards the natural world as well. I feel like you are somebody that definitely likes to be in nature. But more so than that, I feel like you're somebody that is constantly trying to figure out what makes people tick, and where is the trends of society going. I see you as somebody that would probably be very good at media, because it's like you see things, it's like you're very good at understanding how people think, and you are very, very naturally analytical in that sense. And because of that, you are capable of taking people's more wild side and making it, I would say, almost like marketable to for things. So what I'm seeing is that you are somebody with a lot of skills, but somebody, yeah, you really do have a lot of skills. It's like Spirit is kind of bouncing me between so many different things. I feel like you might have like a Gemini South Node, or a lot of mutable energy in your chart. Maybe your 10th house is in a mutable sign, because it just kind of feels like it's bouncing all over the place with your energy, with what you're interested in. And yet it's like Spirit is saying you can be good and successful in any one of these things. But I feel like the core of what you are here to do is like to figure out human nature, and to figure out how to how to have a better understanding of humanity, and how we can raise that consciousness higher. Let's get some more cards on this. Pile number 3. What is pile number 3's career that you're destined for? Alright, pile number 3. Interestingly enough, we had Virgo and Mercury the mind both fall out, which is interesting because that's both Virgo. So Virgo is ruled by Mercury naturally. So it's like you are incredibly analytical, incredibly smart, incredibly versatile. Virgo is naturally a mutable sign, meaning very changeable. Mercury is a mutable planet. And then we also have the fire element of desire. So I just feel like you have been gifted with so many, with such a vibrant mind. And I feel like a lot of what you are here to do is to help, analyze, and solve so many problems in the world. I feel like you have such a passionate nature to you, and you're so capable of doing so many different things that I feel like the type of work that Spirit will naturally be calling you towards is something that involves being an analyst, something that involves whether you're analyzing history, whether you are like a detective and putting all the clues of the case together. You could even be a journalist. Actually, journalism is standing out to me a lot here, because you could be gathering from many sources to put the story together. I see you as someone who was born to not as much really communicate like pile number 2 was, but more so you were born to figure things out. You were born with this incredible mind and this incredible meridian of experiences and this multitude of experiences to be able to figure out the deeper questions and the deeper meaning in life. And I know today that jobs like a historian or a philosopher or things that are in this kind of field are, not necessarily considered like huge career paths that people are going into. But I feel like that this is a part of your soul like connecting with ancient times, analyzing ancient times, but then I feel like you're meant to ground the information that you learned from studying all these mysteries of history and of ancient times, and ground and maybe bring that back into modern times. I see that you are very innovative, because fire element is incredibly innovative, and that it's not just about learning for learning's sake, but you are going to be learning things that other people can utilize, because Virgo talks about acquiring a skill that will benefit not just yourself, but will benefit others, will benefit the community. And I feel like things that would naturally, I feel like you naturally will benefit people through your beautiful mind, because you have an incredible mind, an incredible intellect, and incredible capacity to move people with your mind. So let's get one final card for my pile number 3. Okay, pile number 3, what we have is the Fool, and I love underneath this card how it says exploration. I feel like you are here to explore, that I don't believe that there is just one career path for you in this lifetime. I feel like you are meant to experience many different kinds of career paths, but all of them will be about expanding your mind, expanding the way you see the world, exploring the world on a more intellectual level. So no matter what it is you choose to pursue in this life, career-wise, you will excel most in a field that utilizes your amazing mind, as well as something that sparks your curiosity. I feel like Spirit wants you to know that not everybody is just called to do one thing and to be put inside a box of just one career. I feel like you are meant to have many experiences in this lifetime and explore many, many careers, because you're incredibly versatile. And the Fool card talks about being willing to explore things that you have never explored before, to venture out into the unknown. And I feel like your energy definitely is all about that. You have been blessed with so many gifts and so many skills, and I think the more that you explore different avenues and continue to pursue what lights up your mind, what sparks up your excitement of curiosity, that's going to be your guiding post as to what is the right career for you. And you might go through many different careers in this lifetime in order to get to the true purpose of why you are here, which I don't believe is just to do one thing for you. I feel like you are here to experience life in all of its vivid colors, and to experience many, many different things in this life. And that versatility of experience is going to be something that you're going to be able to bless others with, and your adaptability to many situations is going to be something that is going to be incredibly beneficial for you. And I feel like you will be very, very prosperous in all of these different careers that Spirit will bring into your life. Well, pile number 3, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I enjoyed reading for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please comment below your thoughts and your feelings and your zodiac signs, as I love to hear from you and love to hear all about your personal astrology. And if you enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up, as it helps my channel to grow. And if you would like to see more content like this from me, I post pick-a-cards, I post astrology videos. If you would like to see more videos like this from me, please consider subscribing. And comment below any thoughts or questions you have, as I love hearing from you. I hope you have an amazing and beautiful day, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye!